So my brother and I have been in the car rental business for just about 2 years now. It's been 2 years and 1 month. And I wanted to go over exactly how much money we've made, not just on the Turo side, but on the private side as well. And it may surprise you. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into earnings on 2021. Okay, so in 2021, we made $16,816. If we scroll down, we can see exactly what cars we had, and at the end of the year, we had a 16 Slingshot Polaris, we had a Fusion, we had a Fiesta, and then another Fiesta. So those are the only 4 cars that we had at the end of the month. And the first month ever, we did $459, which is kind of funny because that's like one booking right now, and it probably was one booking then, looking back at it. Second month was July, which is $1,500, and then we had $2,000, and then $2,100, and then $3,300, and then $3,700, and then $3,500. So, I mean, I think that the first half year we did pretty good considering we only had 4 cars. We're really just getting started. We didn't know what we were doing. We're still making mistakes. But it's definitely crazy to see where we are now. So let's just jump into the next year. 2022 was quite a big jump. We did $73,036, which, I mean, obviously was about 4, almost 5 times what we did the year before. And this was our first full year. Like, we had the full 12 months to do rentals. But let's look at how many cars we had. At the end of the year, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we had 13 cars in and out, though. So like the Polaris Slingshot, we didn't keep till the end. We sold that. I mean, we made $3,800. So we sold that quite early on. We didn't buy, like the Hyundai Elantra, we didn't buy till the very, very end of the year. So some of these, the numbers on the cars don't really mean much. I mean, the Ford Focus and the Fiesta we had for the full year, but everything else was kind of, we're buying or hadn't bought yet or already sold. So let's just look at the numbers of each month. So we did 3,400, then we did 5,200, then we did 5,500, and 7,100. So that's a pretty big jump. Then we dropped down because I think we started selling some cars off. We did 6,200, and 4,200, and then 3,100. And this is where summer gets quite slow. And we're seeing this a little bit right now. Privates help, like doing private helps us out quite a bit. But yeah, it got pretty slow last summer. So 4,100, and then 4,300. And then October started to pick up quite a bit. Also, we probably added a couple cars to the fleet. We did 9,100, which was our biggest month yet. And then we did almost double. I guess not almost double, but we did $4,000 more, did $13,000 that month in November. And then I think we sold off quite a bit of cars again for December, did 7,200. So that brings the total for the year of $73,000. And what's crazy is this year already, we've already hit that, and we're in July right now, and that's just on Turo. So we're gonna at least double for the year. So let's look at this year, 2023. So we've done $80,413 just on Turo. That doesn't include any private, doesn't include anything else. So first month we did 10,400, then we did 14,000, and then we did 18,000. March was our busiest month. We did a total of like 37,000 between Turo and private. So we did about 50-50 between private and Turo, which was crazy. I mean, that was an absolutely crazy month. And then we dropped down to 13,200 and then 13,100. So those are pretty similar, not much change in April and May. And then 8,800 in June, and now in July we're sitting around like 2,100-ish. And we're at the 10th right now, so it's a little bit into the month, but we've already done, I want to say $8,000 or $9,000 on private, which is, I mean, crazy. Like private is going to be this whole month pretty much, because Turo is just going to be pretty slow. August, we have $702 stacked up and nothing else. So let's jump into, so now that we've looked at this, I want to look at our private side of things. All right. So so our primary thing right now that we use is HQ Rentals. And the reason we like it is it's pretty much like having a Turo integrated on your website. You can like extend people's trips, you can charge them for things, you hold their deposit. I mean, there's tons of different things that you can do. But we're gonna look at the full year. And HQ Rentals, we only just started doing it. I mean, it's probably like a month in, maybe 2 months in. It hasn't been very long. Like, we really just recently started it. So looking at this, we have done $20,047 total revenue for HQ right now. So if we were to add that to our $80,000 plus our 20,047, so we've done, and this isn't all of our private, we have more private, we're gonna jump into that in a second. So just between HQ and Turo, we've done $100,000. So let's jump into, before we just used a processing system, then we had our own contracts, and we used Square Cash. And then in between Square Cash and HQ, we used something else. So we have quite a couple different things here to look at to see exactly how much we did. And Square Cash we used, we started doing private in March. So it was March until March, April, May, I would say, end of May, we were doing Square Cash. But we didn't really have our system down for private, so we really didn't do that much private on Square Cash. But I'm looking at the amount right now. So on Square Cash total, we have collected $21,671, which is pretty good. I don't know when we started. Actually, it'll tell me right here. Oh, we started at the end of February. Okay, so we kind of did private at the end of February, just like a couple family friends, nobody, no like random customers that we didn't know. So if we were to take a look at that, so plus our 21,671. So as of right now, grand total is $121,718. And then now let's look at, we use one more, I think we use Stripe in between, because we use Square and then we use Stripe and then we use HQ for private. So we kind of bounced around quite a bit. So we're gonna look at this. I don't think we did very much on Stripe. We only used it for a couple of days, maybe a week. So on Stripe we've done 5,600. So that brings the grand total between Turo, Stripe, HQ, and Square Cash to $127,318. So if we divide that by month, we're about 7, so it's July right now, and it's the middle of July, or kind of early July, so we're probably 6.5 months, so divide by 6.5. So if we were to just average that out to see what we've done every month, we've done about $19,587, and then if we were to times that by 12, which typically isn't how you'd figure out how much you'd make for the year, because I know at the end of the year, the last couple months are going to be way bigger than ever. But that would bring our grand total for the year, if we were just to take that average, to $235,048, which is crazy because if you think about, we did 70,000 last year to almost 4 times this year, and I'm sure we're going to beat it. I'm sure we're going to 4 times. I mean, it just makes me think, like, what are we capable of next year? Once we're able to get our marketing down, once we're able to get our system completely sealed, and like, what are the capabilities? So I'm super excited to see what we can do. I'm super excited to see what numbers we're able to generate for this year, next year. I mean, what about in 5 years? What about in 10 years? The possibilities are truly endless. So I'm excited to see where we're able to go, and I hope you guys come for the journey. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something or maybe like the numbers, and I hope the best for your Turo journey if you're joining, and I'll see you in the next video.